What's up, everybody? Drew, aka Catching Rockets here. I hope y'all had a good day today. First things first, I am sorry for not being live today. Um, I do have a reason, but last night, um, and I wish my wife had told me this in the moment because I didn't realize this in the moment. But last night at like exactly 2 o'clock in the morning, I hear a loud bang, and then my daughter starts screaming, and she fell off the side of the bed. But I guess like my wife was holding her, so she only partially fell. But I thought she like literally just rolled right off the side of the bed. Um, but anyway, the shock of waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning to a loud bang, I couldn't go back to sleep. I was up till like 4 in the morning, and then I finally went back to sleep. And then when time to wake up to trade rolled around, I was not feeling it at all. I was exhausted. So I apologize, but life is life. Yeah, she's fine. Like I said, I guess I wish I'd known this in the moment, but like my wife was holding her, so she didn't completely fall. Just like partially, like her legs, whatever, hit the ground, not her head. So anyway, that's why I was not trading this morning. I apologize, but it was actually for a good reason. Today looks a little difficult. I did trade. I went long here, I think. Yeah. Previous week value area high. It might have been here. I'm not sure. And then I closed right around here. So just this right here. So there were some setups. This here is in our range. I don't know if anybody would have caught it, but my bubble is off to the side, but it's in the range of what I was looking for longs. Hopefully somebody did catch it and played this up. That would have been the trade of the day. I think the next trade that's like decent is this here, which is literally right at the beginning of the area where we wanted to short. And if you grabbed here and played it down to previous day POC, you're good. And then I think like our next entry is kind of like here where I got in, or possibly here. So here we broke above. We got the 3 5-minute candles or more above retested. It's not very much on SPY, but on futures, this was a good trade. Same here, broke above, 3 or more retest, go long. But there wasn't a lot. Oh, and then the reason that I'm starting late today, I should cover that as well. I apologize. There is actually like a semi-decent reason for why I am up, or why I'm starting so late. Or actually, it's more than a semi-decent reason. I'm pretty sure anybody here would say it's a very good reason. But yeah. My son's birthday present. So yesterday we went and got a tow hitch put on the car because I don't have a tow hitch. Or no, not yesterday. I'm sorry. Monday we went and had a tow hitch put on the car. We ordered one of those, I don't know, like motorcycle bracket things. Let me see. What am I looking for? So yeah, I ordered this to put the bike on. Yeah, that. And it barely arrived today. And so we put it together, put it on the car, and then went to the dealership and bought the bike today. And it was a good experience for my son. Like, we went to the bank, pulled cash out, and I had him hold the money. And when we went back to finance, he paid them and counted out the bills and paid for everything. He also negotiated the price of the bike, so I'm happy about that as well. The place that we got the bike from. Basically, they have like a almost $800 dealer markup they put on these bikes. And I my son flat out told the salesman, like, I'm not paying a dealer markup. He was like, if you guys won't give it to me for MSRP, then I'm not buying the bike. I'll go somewhere that's not going to charge me. And so they agreed to his terms, and we got the bike and brought it home. And me and him just rode it around the block a couple of times. He's never done, clutch and gears and everything. So I sat on the back of the seat and took him around the block a couple of times where he was doing the gas and the clutch. So that's why I'm late today. We just barely got home from the motorcycle dealership, basically. All right. I'm pretty shocked with today. We're going to be getting a big move. It's just a matter of when are we getting a big move. But we've been consolidating in this range for God knows, like 4 days now. Or if you want to include Friday, it's like 4.5 days. Can you shut up, Toby? Hey! Stop. Hang on 1 second, sorry. Who are you even barking at? The mailman? Jesus, dog. Oy vey. Yeah, so we've been stuck here for 4 days. We can draw SIGs on these 4 days. Again, I'm really looking for them to lose this because I'm in puts. Basically, if we reclaim 870 and hold it, I'll be closing my puts. And today we peaked above that, right? But then we barely peaked above it and lost it. This is where I closed my long today. I'm sure some of you probably saw, but this was my trade today. Three contracts of ES. I was a little aggro. Anyway. Oh, and then the best part was, I actually went long off of the previous day Valeria high retest. So here. Wait, no, that's not right. I guess it was the Valeria low. I don't fucking know. Yeah, it had to be the low retest. I'm not sure where. Somewhere. I don't know. But after I did it, I realized that it didn't update my levels. So I was actually trading off of yesterday's levels. So that was cute. I can't figure out where I took the trade. I know what it was. So here we broke above and it was looking strong. So like I didn't wait for the 3 5-minute candles because I had stuff I had to go do. I just put my order here and I figured we would get like 3 5-minute candles and then retest. But I guess I got filled here, which is just not good because this is not looking like bulls are accepting price above. But it worked out, right? So I played low to high or something like that. I don't know. So that's me. All right. Oh, wow. Intel is still doing very good. Thank you. Praise Jesus. Let's do our daily levels here. I think SIGs on the last 4 days will be a good thing. I realized yesterday in retrospect, like, if I'm going to draw SIGs, I should be including these days as well. Technically, this half day here is not overlapping, but I don't even care about the half days volume. Wednesday and Monday are overlapping. Monday and Tuesday are overlapping. Tuesday and Wednesday are overlapping. So let's do that. I should also add, this is going to be a quicker video. Like I just told you guys, we just walked in the door and have not had dinner. So I'm going to go pick up some food for us. We typically will eat in. Okay, I'm not going to do first SIGs. You guys are welcome to. First SIG is going to be 682.79 and 680.18. But anyway, I'm gonna go pick up dinner. That way, me and my wife do not have to worry about cooking tonight. It's been a pretty long day. I'm sure you guys know, like going to a dealership is just never a good time. Or it might not be a terrible time, but it's never something that's quick and easy, right? You're there forever. The guy, the salesman, had me sign a paper and he asked for a reference, and I'm like, dude, I'm paying cash. Like, why do I need a fucking reference? And he's like, I don't know, man. It's just a form we fill out. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm not doing a credit application. Our second SIG is also our third SIG at the top, which tells us what? Anybody? So we talked about this yesterday, but just make sure you're aware of this gap, right? Ideally, we want to lose second SIG, right? If we're going to the downside, then we want to lose third SIG, and then you would be watching for them to fill this gap and possibly bounce, like like 690 or sorry 676.22ish. There is a possibility. I think this was like basically there's a possibility that we come down to here before they bounce, because this is all single prints basically. So they might come quickly down into here and then start bouncing from there. So just kind of be aware of those levels. And that is if, first we would have to lose third SIG for any of that to happen. So I don't say this very often, but basically if for whatever reason you're in puts, right, and we come down and approach second SIG, at that point you should be trailing your stop loss, right? Like, I don't know, trail your stop loss to around there. If they bounce back and retrace, you get stopped out, you're good. You still made money. If we lose this, then you want to bring your stop loss lower, and that way, if we lose this, again, stop loss lower. When we get down into this range here, you just straight up want to close your trade if we're in puts, okay? So just be aware of all of that. I'm not going to mark all of that stuff on my chart, but for people that are here, like some people just look at, yeah, exactly, Bert, exhaustion, right? Oh, Mike, I'm sorry, I did not go live. If you go back to the beginning of the video, last night, unfortunately, my daughter fell out of bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I just, I'm in a deep sleep and I hear this crash, and then my daughter starts screaming. And it's on my wife's side of the bed. And my wife, was also in a deep sleep. So she's kind of Arr. And I'm like, babe, what the hell? Why is she on that side of the bed? Because she normally sleeps between us. And my wife was just going, just mumbling, whatever. What I didn't realize was my wife was actually partially holding her. So she did fall, but She didn't completely fall. Um, but to me, like, I thought she just flat out rolled out of the bed and like smacked her head on the floor, you know. Anyway, it was enough that it startled me, woke me up, and then I couldn't go back to sleep. I ended up falling back asleep, I think somewhere around 4 o'clock in the morning. And then when time came around to, trade, I was just not able to get up. Like, I was not, I was not feeling it. I apologize, everybody. I should be live tomorrow for people in the learning Discord and people in Shorty's Discord. So anyway, I truly apologize, but yeah, I just, there's no way I can anticipate getting woken up in the middle of the night. This is just ugly. I mean, as far as like everything is saying that we reject and go lower, and this is just so choppy, and it's like I feel like they're just distributing here, or they're accumulating, short positions or whatever, to take this lower. But they could also be accumulating to go higher. But with how much we have up at the top, we've tried to. Here we created single prints, right? Well, actually, we can go back. Here we tried to go higher. We weren't able to. Here we created single prints. Trying to go higher, we weren't able to. We tried to go higher again. We weren't able to. And then again today, we failed to go higher, right? And so I feel like it's just a matter of time before we sell off. Like this is the third attempt at going higher, and they're just not able to. So again, if we start breaking through this stuff, like you want to get excited about hopping in long or calls, but we need confirmation, right? So for people that don't watch like me live and they just look at a screenshot that I post, this is going to be harder for them to understand. But so for you, those of you that are here, it's going to be easier for you guys to understand because you'll see, you'll see basically what I'm talking about. But what we really want to see is like, ideally, and again, you need to assess what kind of a trader you are. But I would love to see them come up and hit third sig, whatever, lose this, give us 3 5-minute candles below, retest, and then you would be looking for puts, right? And then this we've already kind of talked about. If you want to be safe, like you close at previous day value low, you can try to play it lower. If like as we get down into this range, you're going to start wanting to trail your stop loss because there's a chance we bounce at the second sig, or there's a chance we bounce at the third sig, right? But if we're able to lose all of that, then you definitely want to be all out down here, 73. I don't know that they're going to do that in one day, but if we have a nice trend day, it is very possible, right? So that's kind of what I would look for. If you're more risk adverse, you can get in here. If you're less risk averse, wait for that retest, right? Wait for them to try to peak above, fail, come back, retest, give you a nice entry here, okay? I guess I will kind of type this out. I should say my son's little bike is fun. I was ripping it around the neighborhood. I didn't want to wheelie it or anything, though, because it still has the break-in period, How do I do this? Okay, I guess I'm just drawing a new circle because I don't like that one. Bad circle. So this is kind of the range of where I want to see them peek into, fail, retest, go, right? Is that spelled right? I guess punctuation would make this a little bit easier. All right. Um, yeah, so this is going to be like, if you're wanting to be safe, this is the spot to close your puts. Okay. This is the next spot to close your puts. Right. So just be aware there's a lot of support here through this area. Okay. And you guys can, you can figure this out. Just draw a fixed range volume profile from this candle to today's last candle. And we've got these volume shelves here. Okay. This is going to be our least likely scenario. And then if they do this, just fucking full port calls. Just all of it. Just fucking all of it. Everything. Hopefully you guys understand. We've been ranging, right? I mean, just the last 4 days alone, we're stuck here. But we've been stuck. I mean, like, obviously we've dipped lower, whatever, but kind of this whole area through here, we've spent a lot of time in this area, right? To where if they break out, like, they're going. If we break below, we're probably going as well. So if they give it to you tomorrow, and again, hopefully this makes sense, my calls, if we break over 870 and hold, kind of the same thing, they're going to take this and just run it. Right? Yep, we'll do fear and greed. Okay, do not full port, but get yourself some calls. Use proper risk management. Don't listen to my BS. I'll full port for you guys. All right, so this should be very clear for everybody, right? Just so you all know, this is the scenario we don't want, because I'm in puts and we want them to slam this back at least down to here. Thank you, Nathan. So we're really, everybody say a prayer to Jesus and God tonight and ask for him to bless us with a little dumpy before the Santa rally. I mean, I want them to pump this, but first I want them to have a nice little, because this is not healthy, right? So all I'm asking for is like a healthy pullback so that we can have a nice structured run up for Christmas. I don't think it's too much to ask for, but, if you guys can, just pray to whoever you pray to. Yeah. And if anybody's curious, I'm in I'm in January 2nd, 675 calls, or puts, sorry. 675 puts for January 2nd. So that's me. Let's check out fear and greed. I'm sure we're still in extreme fear. Should be here. Oh, we peaked up into fear. That's good. Still time to be buying stuff. If you have money sidelined, this is the time. Market calendar, we don't have much going on tomorrow, right? Basically everything's pre-market. 2 hours before open, challenger job cuts year over year. At 5:30 a.m. or actually, sorry, an hour before the market open, we have unemployment claims. 30 minutes after the open, we have the IV PMI, which might give us a little bit of volatility. Hopefully, this dumps us so I can close my puts. No, I'm not standing up again. You crazy. So yeah. Let's check out our cluster charts really quick, even though I highly doubt it's going to be giving us any information worth looking at. It's just so choppy. It's just not even fun to trade right now. It's probably not smart, but like today I sized up because I knew I wouldn't be able to get like a big move. So I just sized up and took more contracts. But don't do that. Do what I say, not what I do. All right, let's look at this. I mean, there's just nothing. I'm not even going to pull this up on the screen. This is insane. Okay, I'll pull it up on the screen. I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Like, I don't even know what to do with this information. I mean, I guess you wait for a full candle above or below. So, futures traders, areas, this is for you. 860 to 863. If we have a full candle below, retest, you would want to enter short. Full candle above, retest, enter long. Okay. I wouldn't push this, though. You want to close, 64 to like 70, 72, something like that. Small trade. Downside, you've got way more room. I would be looking to get out like 48. Okay. I'm not going to put this on SPY. There's literally no reason. This is going to be overnight stuff. All right. Let me close this. If you have questions, now would be the time. Otherwise, I'm going to go spend time with my family, have dinner, and I'm probably going to be ripping a dirt bike around the neighborhood. I don't know. Don't fucking tell my son. When my kid's sleeping, I'm going to be riding his bike. packages. I have a package and I bet you it's a record. All right. Ah, fuck Karens. I live in a private gated community, and like technically the police couldn't even do anything if I'm riding a dirt bike in the community because it's private property. I mean, I guess they could take it to like the association, but it's not a loud dirt bike, you know, because it's a 4-stroke. It's not a 2-stroke. So nothing crazy. I mean, I would understand if it was a 2-stroke and it's like I wouldn't even ride it around the neighborhood because it's annoying and loud. But a 4-stroke, like, yeah, shut the fuck up. I'm good. I'll be like, take it up with my mom. Where did that lid go? Way over there. All right, I guess I have to get that later. Any questions? No? Oh my gosh. So today, just really quick before I dip out, the bike out the door, so whatever, bike, destination fee, taxes, registration was $4,300. And then my son spent another $1,050 or $1,050 on gear, helmet, gloves, pants, you know, like the chest protector stuff, whatever, the riding boots, blah 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 blah, gloves, yada yada yada. So good times. Wow. So somebody in Shorty's Discord just said QQQ green 8 days in a row, first time since August 2022. I think they meant bull market rally, but they said bear market rally, which would not make sense. So yeah. What we need is Powell to hop in and be like, no rate cuts. All right, so it looks like there's no questions. I am going to take off and go spend some time with my family. Y'all have a good one. Eras, watch that zone, bro. It'll be good if we get a full candle below or above. Just don't try to get too many points. No trailing. But don't try to grab too many points. All right. With that said, much love, much respect to everybody. Y'all have a good day. I will see you in the morning. I think I said that right. I'm going to be on Shorty's Discord and also the Learning Discord. And I apologize for today, but life is life sometimes. What is this? I have like a blue notification. Engage with your audience. Members only live stream. I'm going to start doing member only live stream, so you guys have to sub. And pay the 95 cents a month to be a friend of the stream. All right, everybody. Much love, much respect. Peace out, y'all. We will see you tomorrow morning. Bye.